I bet you didn't know there are countries out there that almost nobody talks about. Welcome to Tourpedia Uncovered, the channel where we dig up the world's best-kept secrets and hidden wonders. Now, have you ever looked at a map and thought, I'm sure there's more to it than this? You spin the globe, your finger lands on Russia, China, the good old US all the big players. But what about the little guys? The ones tucked away, minding their own business, probably having a much better time than the rest of us. Some countries are so remote, so small, or so wonderfully unexpected that most people don't even know they exist. They're the wallflowers at the great big party of geopolitics, the intriguing strangers you never get to meet. Well, tonight, we're changing all that. We're pulling back the curtain on the world's best-kept secrets. I've got my metaphorical passport, a glass of something chilled, and a list of places that sound frankly made up. We're going on a whirlwind tour of the planet's most obscure nations, the ones that make you go, wait, It's a bit like rummaging through a celebrity's handbag. You're never quite sure what you'll find, but you know it's going to be fascinating. So, get comfortable, because we're about to embark on an extraordinary journey. From kingdoms hidden in mountains, so high up they're practically tickling the clouds, to island republics scattered like jewels across huge oceans. These are 20 strange countries you've probably never heard of. And trust me, some of their stories are juicier than any gossip you'll hear on my little red sofa. Let's get started, shall we? First up, we have the rather curious case of Nauru. Imagine a country so tiny you could jog around it before you've even finished your morning playlist. It's the world's smallest island nation, a little speck in the vast Pacific. Now, Nauru had a moment, a real flash-in-the-pan bit of fabulousness. It was sitting on a mountain of, wait for it, bird droppings. Yes, phosphate. The fossilized remains of millennia of bird business made this country one of the richest on Earth per capita. They were rolling in it, literally. But darling, as we all know, fortunes can change in the blink of an eye. The phosphate ran out, leaving the island looking a bit like a half-eaten meringue, environmentally devastated, and financially, well, let's just say the party was over. Now, it's an independent republic trying to figure out what to do next. It's a cautionary tale, really. A story of riches to rags on a national scale. It's like a pop star who had one massive hit in the 80s and is now trying to sell you a blender on late-night telly. Utterly fascinating. Next, let's jet off to the Indian Ocean, to the Comoros. It sounds so glamorous, doesn't it? The Perfumed Isles. It gets its name from being a leading producer of ilang ilang, that lovely scent you find in fancy perfumes. But behind that fragrant facade lies a history that is, to put it mildly, a little bit messy. This volcanic archipelago, nestled between Mozambique and Madagascar, has had more coups and political dramas than a season of a scandalous TV show. Honestly, it's a wonder anyone can keep track. The culture here is a fabulous cocktail of African, Arab, and French influences, which you can see in the architecture, the language, and the vibrant markets. The landscape is just as dramatic as its politics, with active volcanoes, lush forests, and stunning beaches that remain largely untouched by tourists. It's a place of breathtaking beauty and bewildering instability, a real paradox. It's like a fantastically beautiful but terribly moody relative you only see at weddings. You admire the beauty from a distance, but you're not quite sure you want to get too close. Oh, now this sounds more my speed. Son Tomé and Príncipe. Say it with me. It rolls off the tongue like a fine piece of chocolate. And speaking of chocolate, these two volcanic islands off the coast of Central Africa are famous for their cocoa. They were once the world's largest producer. Floating in the Gulf of Guinea, this place is a little slice of forgotten paradise. It's all lush rainforests, dramatic volcanic peaks, and beaches that look like they've been lifted straight from a screensaver. What's truly lovely about this place is its story. After a history tied to the Portuguese Empire and the grim realities of the slave trade, it's now one of Africa's most stable and peaceful democracies. It's a testament to resilience, isn't it? The biodiversity here is off the charts, with countless species of plants and birds you won't find anywhere else on the planet. It's quiet, it's beautiful, and it runs on the principle of lev, which means slowly, slowly. A national motto I think we could all get behind, don't you? Now for a story that is both beautiful and heartbreaking. Let's travel to the heart of the Pacific Ocean, to Kiribati. This isn't just one island. It's actually a collection of 33 coral atolls and reef islands scattered across an area of the ocean that's, well, even larger than India. Imagine your country being mostly water. The people here, the Kiribati, have lived in harmony with the ocean for centuries, mastering navigation and fishing in ways that are just, honestly, mind-boggling. Their culture is deeply connected to the sea. But here's the rub. The very ocean that sustains them is now threatening to swallow them whole. Kiribati is one of the lowest-lying nations on Earth, with most of it just a few feet above sea level. Climate change and rising sea levels aren't a future problem here. They are a daily terrifying reality. The government has even bought land in Fiji as a potential new home for its people. It's a stark, poignant reminder of what's at stake. A beautiful, resilient culture facing the very real prospect of becoming a modern-day Atlantis. Sticking with the Pacific, let's pop over to Tuvalu. If you thought Nauru was small, Tuvalu says, hold my coconut water. It's the fourth smallest country in the world, a string of 9 tiny coral atolls. The highest point is a dizzying 15 feet above sea level. It's another nation on the front line of climate change, a canary in the coal mine for the rest of the world. The situation is so precarious that they're building a digital version of their country, just in case the physical one disappears. Imagine that. But Tuvalu has a rather clever trick up its sleeve. You know the internet domain, TV? Well, that belongs to Tuvalu. They leased it out, and the royalties from every television network, every video streamer, every vlogger with a .tv address provides a massive chunk of the country's income. It's genius, really. A tiny nation leveraging a digital asset to survive. It's a story of incredible ingenuity and a powerful sense of community, where everyone works together to face an uncertain future. It's like David not just beating Goliath, but selling him his own name. Let's leave the ocean for a moment and head to southern Africa, to a kingdom nestled between South Africa and Mozambique. You might have known it as Swaziland, but in 2018, the king decided to change the name to Eswatini, meaning land of the Swazis. And when the king decides something here, it happens. This is Africa's last absolute monarchy. The king holds supreme power, and tradition isn't just a quaint memory, it's the law of the land, a vibrant part of everyday life. The country is famous for its spectacular cultural ceremonies, like the umhlanga, or reed dance, where thousands of unmarried women and girls present reeds to the Queen Mother. It's a dazzling display of color, music, and tradition. But beneath the pageantry, Eswatini faces serious challenges, with widespread poverty and one of the world's highest HIV/AIDS rates. It's a country of stark contrasts, ancient traditions bumping up against modern problems, and a rich cultural heritage existing alongside significant hardship. It's a complex, fascinating place. Here is a story of incredible spirit and resilience. East Timor, or Timor-Leste, is one of the world's newest countries, gaining independence in 2002. It shares an island with part of Indonesia, and its journey to nationhood was absolutely brutal. After centuries of Portuguese rule, it was invaded by Indonesia, leading to a decades-long struggle that cost hundreds of thousands of lives. The fight for freedom is etched into the very soul of this nation. Now, this young country is busy rebuilding itself from the ashes. It's a place of raw, unspoiled beauty, with rugged mountains, dense forests, and some of the most pristine coral reefs on the planet, making it a diverse paradise. The culture is a unique mix of Timorese, Portuguese, and Indonesian influences. It's a country defined not by its trauma, but by its determination to heal and build a future. It's a powerful, humbling story of a people who refuse to be erased from the map. Now for a country that does things a little differently. High in the Himalayas, squeezed between China and India, lies the Kingdom of Bhutan. This place is magical. It's a country that decided that gross national happiness is more important than gross domestic product. Isn't that marvelous? Instead of just focusing on money, they measure their success by the spiritual, physical, and social well-being of their citizens. Other countries, take note. Bhutan is fiercely protective of its ancient Buddhist culture and pristine environment. They have a strict, high-value, low-impact tourism policy, which means it's not the easiest or cheapest place to visit, but it keeps the country from being overrun. It's the world's only carbon-negative country, meaning it absorbs more carbon dioxide than it produces, thanks to its vast forest cover. It's a fairy tale kingdom of monasteries clinging to cliffsides, colorful festivals, and a deep sense of peace. It's a refreshing reminder that there's more to life than the rat race, from spiritual wealth to just, wealth. Let's pop over to Europe, to a country so small you could probably miss it if you sneeze while driving. Liechtenstein is a tiny German-speaking principality tucked between Austria and Switzerland. It's the fourth smallest country in Europe, but don't let its size fool you. This place is absolutely loaded. It's one of the richest countries in the world per capita, a financial hub known for its low taxes and, shall we say, discreet banking. It's governed by a prince who lives in a magnificent castle perched on a hill overlooking the capital, Vaduz. It's all very storybook, isn't it? The country is incredibly efficient, clean, and safe. And despite its reputation as a tax haven, it's also a surprisingly industrial place, famous for producing, of all things, false teeth. Yes, a leading global manufacturer of dentures. So if you see a particularly dazzling smile, it might just have a little piece of Liechtenstein in it. A tiny country with a big, toothy grin. Let's head back to Southeast Asia, to a tiny nation on the island of Borneo. Welcome to Brunei, a country that is practically swimming in oil and natural gas. This immense wealth is all controlled by one man, the Sultan of Brunei, who is one of the world's richest monarchs. We're talking gold-plated palaces, a vast collection of luxury cars, the works. The wealth is so great that citizens pay no income tax and receive free education and healthcare. Sounds lovely, doesn't it? But there's another side to this gilded coin. Brunei is a conservative Islamic society governed by strict Sharia law. There are stringent rules on everything from alcohol consumption to social conduct, which can be quite a culture shock for outsiders. It's a country of incredible opulence and deep-seated conservatism. You have these magnificent mosques with golden domes shimmering in the sun, sitting alongside some of the world's most pristine, untouched rainforests. It's a fascinating, if complex, blend of immense wealth, strict faith, and natural wonder. Now, let's head to a country that will totally surprise you with its location. It's in South America, but it feels like the Caribbean. And guess what? The official language is Dutch. Welcome to Suriname. It's tucked away on the northeast coast of the continent. This place used to be a Dutch colony, and because of its past, it has one of the most mixed populations anywhere in the world. You'll find people from indigenous groups, Africa, India, Java, China, and Europe, all living side by side. This mix of cultures shows up in everything: the food, the music, and all the different languages you hear every day. The main city, Paramaribo, has amazing old wooden buildings from its colonial past, so special that it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. But if you leave the city, you're right in the Amazon rainforest. More than 90% of Suriname is covered in untouched rainforest, making it one of the greenest countries on Earth. It's a lively place with many cultures, surrounded by stunning natural wild areas. It's like a little bit of the Netherlands, Asia, and Africa, all put together in a South American jungle. Next, we're off to the Horn of Africa, to a country that proves location is everything: Djibouti. It might be small and mostly desert, but it sits on one of the most strategic shipping lanes in the world, the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, which connects the Red Sea to the Gulf of Aden. Because of this prime real estate, everyone wants a piece of it. The country is home to military bases from the US, China, France, Japan. It's like a permanent international military convention. Away from the military hardware, Djibouti has some of the most surreal landscapes on the planet. We're talking salt lakes that shimmer in otherworldly colors, limestone chimneys spewing steam, and volcanic deserts that make you feel like you've landed on Mars. It's a harsh, arid environment, and water scarcity is a huge issue. It's a country that has cleverly turned its strategic location into its main asset. A tiny nation playing a massive role on the world stage, all while sitting on some of the most alien-looking terrain you'll ever see. Back to Europe we go, for another little gem hidden in the mountains. High in the Pyrenees between France and Spain lies the Principality of Andorra. Now, its political system is wonderfully peculiar. It's a co-principality, ruled jointly by two princes, the Bishop of Urgell in Spain and the President of France. Yes, Emmanuel Macron is technically a prince. I bet he brings that up at parties. This medieval system has been in place for over 700 years. Andorra has no army, no airport, and until recently, no income tax, which has made it a shopper's paradise. People flock here for duty-free goods and fantastic ski slopes. The economy is almost entirely based on tourism and retail. It's a tiny, peaceful, and prosperous nation that has managed to maintain its unique identity while being sandwiched between two European giants. It's a charming little anomaly, a mountain kingdom that marches to the beat of its own, very old drum. Let's dive back into the Pacific, to the incredible archipelago of Vanuatu. This place is wild, in the best possible way. It's a string of over 80 volcanic islands, many with active volcanoes you can get thrillingly close to. Mount Yasur is famously accessible. You can stand on the crater rim and watch it spit lava into the sky. It's nature's own fireworks display, and it's absolutely spectacular. Vanuatu is also one of the most culturally diverse countries on Earth, with over 100 distinct languages spoken. But what it's really famous for is the tradition of land diving, or naghol. On Pentecost Island, men build giant wooden towers and dive off, with only vines tied to their ankles to break their fall. It's the original bungee jump, a ritual to ensure a good yam harvest. It's a country of thrilling landscapes, ancient traditions, and incredibly resilient and happy people, consistently ranked as one of the happiest places on Earth. Time for another European microstate, and this one is a true survivor. Perched on a mountaintop in the middle of Italy is San Marino. It proudly calls itself the world's oldest surviving republic, founded way back in the year 301. While Italy was a patchwork of warring city-states, San Marino just sat up on its mountain, stayed out of trouble, and endured. It even gave Abraham Lincoln honorary citizenship. The country is dominated by the three medieval towers that cling to the peaks of Monte Titano, looking down on the Italian countryside below. It has its own military, one of the smallest in the world, whose members dress in wonderfully flamboyant uniforms. It makes its money from tourism, banking, and selling its charmingly unique postage stamps and coins to collectors. It's a living piece of history, a tiny stubborn republic that has watched empires rise and fall from its mountain fortress for 17 centuries. Utterly remarkable. Let's return to the Pacific for a country that is a true champion of the environment. Palau is an archipelago of hundreds of limestone and volcanic islands, draped in emerald forests and surrounded by turquoise water. It's so beautiful it almost looks fake. But Palau isn't just a pretty face, it's a global leader in marine conservation. In 2015, it turned 80% of its national waters into a fully protected marine sanctuary, which is, honestly, one of the largest in the world. To visit, you have to sign the Palau Pledge, a promise stamped into your passport, vowing to act in an ecologically responsible way for the sake of Palau's children. Isn't that brilliant? The country is famous for its jellyfish lake, where you can swim with millions of stingless jellyfish, a truly surreal experience. It's a nation that understands its greatest treasure is its natural environment and is doing everything in its power to protect it. It's a lesson in foresight and a beacon of hope for our oceans. Ah, the Maldives. Now, you've probably heard of this one, but do you think of it as a country? Or just a screensaver of overwater bungalows? It is indeed a sovereign nation, an archipelago of over 1,000 coral islands in the Indian Ocean. It's the poster child for luxury tourism, where the rich and famous go to escape it all. The water is impossibly blue. The sand is impossibly white. It's a fantasy made real. But like so many of our island nations, this paradise is in peril. The Maldives is the lowest lying country in the world, with an average elevation of just 5 feet. The threat of rising sea levels is existential. While tourists sip cocktails in their villas, the Maldivian people face the very real prospect of their homeland disappearing within a generation. It's a stark, almost cruel contrast, the height of luxury existing on the very edge of climate catastrophe. It's a beautiful, fragile, and deeply complex place. Let's climb high into the mountains of southern Africa to a country that is truly unique, Lesotho. Its nickname is the Kingdom in the Sky, and for good reason. It is the only independent state in the world that lies entirely above 1,000 meters in elevation. Its lowest point is higher than the lowest point of any other country. It's a nation of rugged mountains, deep valleys, and breathtaking vistas, completely landlocked and surrounded by South Africa. The people of Lesotho, the Basotho, are known for their resilience and their iconic blankets, which they wear as cloaks. The Basotho pony is the main form of transport in the rugged terrain. Life here is tough, shaped by the harsh mountain environment. The country relies heavily on water exports to South Africa, earning it the name the Water Castle of Southern Africa. It's a stunningly beautiful, proud mountain kingdom with a culture as unique as its geography. A little piece of the heavens right here on Earth. Our penultimate stop takes us back to the vast Pacific, to the Federated States of Micronesia. This is a country made up of 4 states, Yap, Chuuk, Pohnpei, and Kosrae, which together consist of over 600 islands and atolls scattered across 1 million square miles of ocean. It's another nation where the ocean is not a barrier, but a highway. For centuries, Micronesian navigators have mastered the art of sailing between these tiny islands, using only the stars, the waves, and the flight of birds. Each state has its own distinct culture and traditions. Yap is famous for its giant stone money, massive limestone discs that are still used in important transactions. Chuuk Lagoon is a world-renowned dive site, home to a ghost fleet of Japanese warships sunk during World War II. Pohnpei is home to the mysterious ancient city of Nan Madol, a series of man-made islets built on a coral reef. It's a sprawling, diverse nation united by a shared seafaring heritage and a deep connection to the ocean. And for our final destination, we head to Eastern Europe, to a country caught between a rock and a hard place. Moldova is a small, landlocked nation wedged between Romania and Ukraine. It's a country with a complex and often painful history, having been passed between empires and ideologies for centuries. It's one of Europe's poorest nations, struggling to find its footing and forge its own identity in the shadow of its larger neighbors. Moldova is famous for its wine. It has some of the largest wine cellars in the world, with underground tunnels stretching for miles, all lined with bottles. But politically, it's a bit of a mess. It has a breakaway region, Transnistria, a bizarre slice of land that still clings to its Soviet past, complete with hammer and sickle flags. Moldova itself is looking west, aspiring to join the European Union, but its path is fraught with challenges. It's a country of warm people, rolling hills, and fantastic wine, trying to uncork a brighter future for itself. And there you have it. 20 countries, 20 incredible stories, from the sinking shores of Tuvalu to the happy kingdom of Bhutan, from the oil-rich sands of Brunei to the mountain fortresses of Lesotho. It's quite a trip, isn't it? It just goes to show that the world is so much bigger, so much stranger, and so much more wonderful than we often think. It's easy to focus on the big headlines and the famous landmarks, but sometimes the most fascinating tales are found in the quiet corners of the map. These countries may be small or overlooked, but each has a story that proves just how diverse and surprising our world can be. They are testaments to resilience, ingenuity, and the enduring power of culture. They face unique challenges, from political turmoil to the existential threat of climate change. But they all have a spirit and an identity that is entirely their own. It's a good reminder to stay curious, to look beyond the obvious, and to appreciate the rich, complicated tapestry of our planet. So, now it's over to you. I'm dying to know what you think. Which of these countries surprised you the most? Have you been lucky enough to visit any of them? Or is there another hidden gem you think we should have included? Let us know in the comments. I'll be down there having a good old read. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures into the unknown. Until next time, darlings, travel safely. This is Tourpedia Uncovered, your passport to the world's most mysterious places. Hit subscribe and join us for more hidden wonders and travel mysteries. There's always another adventure waiting. See you in the next episode.